There we go. Camera went all funny there, and I forgot to unmute my mic. Hello, hello. Hello, folks. Yeah. As you can see on the title, we're part of the Twitch Creators Music Raid Train, and yeah, the music peeps, the music people, and actually, it's my first music stream, so this is gonna be interesting. I think I've set everything up. I just need to double check a couple of things where we start. And it'll be an hour, and then I'll be raiding the next stop of the raid train. I'm actually the first stop of the train, so hello. Technically the stop starts at 5, so this is just me setting up and all that stuff. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna mention it in probably a future stream, but I've now got if you use Blue Sky, I've got a poll back up saying, am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not muted. I am not muted. I can't be muted. No, I'm not muted. Okay, why is the subtitles being weird and inappropriate? Come on, get a grip. How am I muted? I don't know. Right. Am I can you hear me? Because the subtitles are working. My microphone's showing up. Better not be a bloody Windows messing me up. You can hear me, right? You said muted. Unless you said muted when it was first beginning. I was muted then. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, I've got a poll up on my Blue Sky asking what have a vote with votes, what Tomb Raider I should play next. What Tomb Raider I should wear next. And if you want one of the newer ones or one of the old ones that's not been touched yet, it's all good. Yeah, I thought that. I think the chat's being weird. No, I was. I fixed it. I fixed it when I fixed it. Let me refresh. Yeah, I think your chats, your video's slow. Very slow. I think I get it that bad sometimes. It's the app. It's so dumb. Right. So I think we got everything set up. But oh wait, you can't hear that, can you? Yeah, you can. Wait, you can't hear that. I just pressed an alert. You can't hear. Think I fixed it. Yeah, sometimes you have to refresh. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Right. So this is my setup. Hear what? Hear what? I'm not going to play it yet. I'm going to wait till 5 o'clock before we start. But for now, we'll put music in the background so it's not dull. I've already played that. Right. So we'll start soon, once it reaches 5 o'clock, so we'll chat for a bit. But yeah, as you can see, this is from an old song that I did have posted online, but I need to put it on Bandcamp. So this is the actual project file, so... A directory. Oh, here! Oh, if it was a little flicker of one of my thingamajiggies, and yeah, that was probably there. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's no biggie. I think it's all in my folders and stuff. But let's show it again when we start. Yeah. It was, oh no, the title. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's just showing folders of where all the files are. Nothing, nothing scary. It's just saying where it's all from, and I know what they all are. And most of it is from a new folder I made. So it's like desktop, music stuff, all the stuff that I didn't have before. But I might move that anyway because I don't need it at the moment. So, but no, it's just I've moved a lot of music stuff. So that's what it is. It's you all. It's either it's all in their respective folders. Nothing sensitive. It's just like music sound fonts, blah 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 blah. They're usually all called the same anyway. So, but I thought I'd double check anyway. But it's fine. It's just like file, desktop, music stuff, sound font, orchestra, whatever the fuck I use. Don't ask what I use. It's a lot of shit. But yeah, so yeah, we may be a bit of a quiet train today since I've started, since I'm in the start, and we will do that very soon. But yeah, I just let a few more tunes play before we start, because it's time for the train to depart. We are in stop number 1. I'm just waiting on the time. I'm drinking all my tea already. Thank God it's only an hour. Thanks for the lurk, Jazz. Thanks for the lurk. Right, I think it's time to start. I already played this tune earlier, so...
Someone's knocking. I don't want to answer again. Oh, hi.
That's funny.
I didn't know then. Well, I think Henry's gonna die real shortly after.
Thanks for killing time, Jazz.
It's Henry. You need to accept his.
Right. Okay, it begins. So, hello, if anyone has tuned in, this is the first stop of the music creator raid train. Twitch creators, music crew. Hello. Whether you're watching this live or on a VOD or on YouTube, hello. I'm always quite funny with presenting in raids. I get nervous with people, more people, a lot of people. I'm like, aye. But anyway, as you can see, this is one of my music tracks I made from 20. Either 2020 or 2021 or 2021 or 2022. I forget. It has been posted online before, but I'm planning on reposting it on Bandcamp. And this is actually its project file. My newer projects have project files, not all old stuff. It's all made old underground way, not as good quality, but that's the charm of it, you know. So yeah, if you've not heard this song before and you can't find it anymore, we'll give it a listen, and then we will. What my plan is today, as it's an hour slot, is I'm gonna like change the synths and maybe just change the sounds a bit, just to see what we can do, what we've got. So we'll put the track on first, and continue from there. Bit of a listening party. Hey, Crash. There is some synths I do want to change on this, actually. Sorry about that. There's definitely some synths I want to change there. The problem is, if it was a different genre, I'd change to electronic, but it's already electronic, so I'm like, shit, what do I do? Maybe it more industrial, maybe? I mean, I might change the drums a bit as well. What the hell is that? Love, love, love. I don't like it. It's too close. Distance, please. Where's that emote I usually use? There it is. There you go. Is it me? Is it in sync? Or close enough? That's actually creepy. Okay, I think it's in sync. That is actually terrifying. So, yeah. I'm just playing the whole song, just so you have a feel of it, you know? It is like 4 or 5 minutes, so I really need to watch on time. But that's okay. I kinda want to change that bass as well. So if I make a new version of this song, I can actually put it in this year's album. So it'll be like God Complex 2026 version. I used to do this with songs a lot. I make a song and then I make a different version with different synths, and it's like a different feel. And sometimes I change the tempo as well. So it's not a new thing. I do this. I used to do this a lot with songs. So I'm like, that's a bit jarring, that synth. The demo version used to be a different key, but then I raised the pitch a bit. And unlike most songs, I now pitch down using another software. All my recent songs will have to get re-pitched. I'm like, oh, why did I make it so difficult? Hold on, I'm gonna stop this. There we go. Right, so that's the song. And as you can see with some of the effects there, I know it doesn't look impressive compared to other artists, but hey, right, let's go to... I could do the key shortcuts, but whatever. I need to do an extra key, my keyboard, because it's small. There you go. Now, why the hell are you like that? So what we're going to do is we're going to change some synths and... Whoa! Oh, you, it's like bloody Windows XP. Alright, let's go to the bare bones of the song. Alright, the first thing I want to do is to change the drums. Solitaire! Hold on, I need to go to the EQ's gone off. There we go. That's what I need to do. Right, EQ's gone off. I kind of want to change the drums. And it is industrial, isn't it? God damn it. We want to make it harder though. We want to make it harder. So there we go. Let's make it harder. I could do like an orchestrated version, but... it only works for the middle bit, I think. I mean, one day I'll make a song and I can make it based on suggestions for you folks, but this is just showing what I do behind the scenes and how my brain works, so. Right, we're going to keep the beat, because I do like the beat. Industrial but hard. Harder to the point that you scream for it. There you go. I do have some... drum stuff, but I don't think I've transferred them actually. I need to write that in my reminders actually. And they're drum loops, which I don't want. I think I've got them saved, but that's not what I want. So I'm going to use a different drum set. This might be a bit what's it called? I'm terrible at remembering names in this thing. Where is that drums set? Where is it? I can't find it. I hate when I do this. What is it called? I know what you're called. You know what? If I can't find it, I will use something else. Just let me have another look. Brain's just like, I can't find it. So let's try. I actually forgotten what it is. I actually forgotten what the drum thing's called. I do have it installed. It's just not showing for some reason. Unless it's actually right there. Raven, you know the name of it as well. Because I know you use it the same one as I do. Let's see what this is. Right. Copy and paste this. See how this goes. Oh, that's new. Never used to do that. That's not a type of drums we want though. Oh, I forgot what it's called. I think so. I quite like that, even though it's very subdued. Sometimes I like mixing two sets together. Yeah, I've lost my drums. It's probably hidden somewhere. That's so annoying. However, there's other ways I can get some. I think this had a drum set, didn't it? Yeah, but probably not the thing I want. Right, what I might do instead... Oh, hold on, what's this? Is this the other set? Right, let's do this. Okay, that's actually quite interesting. We'll do that instead. I want to change that lead though. Change the lead. Change the lead. And the bass as well, actually. It needs to blend in more. Yeah, it does. There is a bit of to it, but we'll fix that later. Alright, that's a synth, that's a wave. But I don't... what's this then? Oh, these are all waves, right. Okay. Let's go on flex, because I've got quite a few things on flex. This is the bass, isn't it? We'll turn it off. We don't want that. No. No, it needs to be a bass. It needs to be bass. These are quite basic, but... oh. Okay. We do want that. It doesn't need to be a big ass bass. I know, it's a bit unsin. Let's try this one for a start. I don't want it to be too... darn. That sounds too drummy. It needs to be more of a key. Let's try that one. No. Crackles whenever you change for your flex effects. Yeah, I think part of that is because of my thing. So if there's any of that, I apologise. Let's see if I can fix that. No, I think part of that is due to RAM and such. And I've just realised I've still got some tabs open. Let's close that. Hold on a sec. Close. It doesn't crack when you work in song. No, I think I know what that. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. I tune it out these days, so I don't realise. Let's try that. It sounds a bit harsh, but we need to change this. Problem is when we have to change multiple of these, because I think these are all the same in different volumes. Yes, I make life complicated. Honestly, when I look back at some of my work, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But it happens. Yes, so you get to see behind the scenes of how I make my music, and a lot of it is just, oh my god, what have I done? Basically. Right. Oops. Actually, no. Karen, undo that. No. Actually, that'll be the same anyway. Whatever. We'll just change it to the same as that. That was a mistake. I actually did the wrong one. I bought some of these actually. A lot of these you can get for free, which is awesome. But I bought like I think it was the synthwave one I bought because I wanted more synthwave sounds back in 2019. So. Okay, that's interesting. It just sounds like a drum. It doesn't sound like a key at all. Oh. So if I ever want a cool effect, I just do that. And do that. Needs to be a lead. We can't have like too much of a reverb. It sounds different already. Yeah, the drums sound like they're like in the forefront, which we don't want. I don't know if I'll be ducking them, but I might turn them down. So I find a cheating way. I don't think it's the best way of doing it, but sometimes I like stack and then make it like blend a bit. But I do duck the drums in some songs, but then I forget how to do it. And I just copy and paste it from another song, to be honest. But what I want to do is I want to try and like separate the audios a bit more to make it feel more wider. I need to do that in my songs more so. Main character energy, which we don't need. I also have it. Yeah. It's like I'm in the front. It's like, no. I've got a lot of old songs with some of the mixing. I'm just like, some of the songs you're going to hear bad mixing in my repertoire. I apologise. But as long as it gets better, that's the main thing. I fix them as much as I can. We need to fix that. We can't make it go do 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 do. Because I don't know. I gotta change this. It's right. Let's change this. Okay. Not as hard, but I think that's a bit in between. So there is it doesn't sound as like melody. English. What is English? So that's fine. We want it to have a tune with grit. We don't want it to be. If it doesn't sound gritty enough, I could just put a distortion filter over it and do that from there. And the master track, I want to change that synth completely. I know what I was going for in the original song, like God Complex, like superiority, and you want like twangy stuff, like similar to like either not sitars in particular, but just that kind of feel of self-importance, and I wanted to represent that. That sounds so pretentious, but whatever. And that's the coarse sounds. We'll leave them to know. And this was flex. Okay, good to know. Majestic strings. I still use that quite a bit in my songs actually, but we want to change it completely. Why does it sound like something from Metroid? Why does that sound like something from fucking Metroid? Nintendo, hire me. Okay, that's again Metroid. Too coarse. No. No. I mean, some of it can maybe some of it can be softer later on to make it a contrast. Because sometimes when I make songs, I make it the opposite way around of certain sections, or I make a song with the same melody twice. One example is Industrial Tea Party. It sounds all soft and then it just sounds all rough, coarse, whatever. I've done it a few of my songs, but that's one example of it. And that's on Bandcamp. If you're interested in my tea music. There you go. Anyway. No. Alright, let's look at another one. What's this one? Have I even used this one before? I think this one was new. These are more like pads, okay. So... No. Oh, that is not 2 AM friendly. Oh, that was horrible. That was not fun. But no. It'd be good for maybe a different bit of a song, but... I don't want a drum beat. No. That just sounds like something from, you know how, like kids like to make certain projects with based on their kids show and they use the same melody over and over? That's what that sounds like. And they try and make it like edgy and add horror elements, even though it's a show for babies. It's like, it's basically that. It could be, I'm trying to think of a show example. Oh, there's multiple of them. You see? No, it's not what I mean. That just sounds awful. It doesn't sound like my music at all. It sounds so infantile. It's like Sprunky or some shit. I don't know. like all those kiddie designs and they do violent shit and it's just music like this. No, fuck that. Nah. I'm not into that. You're gonna hear this bit over and over until I find the right synth. What I do when I do make tunes though is I have one riff over and over and over and over and over and over so I can get the feel and see if I can build it up stuff. I know, right? do 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 do. Other than that, right, let's go to Vintage Revival because these have good ones. That sounds like something I would make in my fucking childhood years using Rhodes. I used to rely on Rhodes a lot when I was a kid. No. Very sassy though. We've got Metroid again. We've got Metroid again. What the fuck? Metroid. Metroid. Not Metroid. No. Might be a bit much, but where else is it in the song? It's a bit jarring. It's a bit jarring. We'll remove that later. We'll get rid of the piano because we don't want like stringiness to it because it was like a fusion of electronic and oh, I didn't realize that was so much of a delay. Oh no, I know what that is. There's a problem. It's that one. What is it? Subspace Mission. Let me check. It is. I can see it. I can see it. I like the sound, but it's jarring. I'd have to like turn it down, or what I do for a lead, I put two sounds on, two different sounds to merge together. Because sometimes when you just use the one, it's either empty or it just sounds like shit. Or you put a filter over it. It's like you have to mix it up. But no, this is, what is this again? Subspace Transmission. Vibrato up a bit. Subspace. SSS. It's around here. It won't be the exact same, but do. Right, let's try this. I could just change it entirely and make it different so it doesn't sound the exact same, but let's leave it just now. We need to get rid of the choir vocals. What the fuck? just completely changed the song. Holy crap. What's this though? Strings, we need to change that. Right, that bit is mostly strings. We need to change that. Right, that's a problem. We'll leave that just now. Maybe fix it at some point. Right. Oh, that's probably strings as well. No. Why is that not working? That's a guitar. My guitar thing. This is a... If you want like a guitar that's not real guitars, get this. Honestly, it's the closest you can get to actually alright, decent guitars. Because then you can also use a digital amp. I use Ignite because it was free and it actually does the job. So I might keep the guitars, but I usually use sus down. Don't know why this isn't working. Where is it? Why is it not working? Okay. Okay, so this isn't working. That's why it doesn't sound guitar-like. Right, we'll fix that later. That's not working for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, wait. That's not a filter. What's that all about? See what I mean with all my songs just being whatever. No, that's all my distortion. I got Ignite Emissary. This is what I use for to make it sound like an actual electric guitar. I did use this, but I think I've lost the files for it. That helped. The M2 you should use, but that's off. That doesn't count. So yeah, there you go. It's actually really good. If so, it doesn't sound like complete ass, and it's not. Obviously, a real guitar is better. I mean, I would love real guitars in my songs. I know a few folks with guitar, and I would love to collab. I mean, I'd love to collab with anyone, honestly. So that's not got anything, which is weird. I don't understand. I don't get it. What if I restart it? I think it needs a restart. No. Okay. Let's try the normal one then. If it doesn't work, we'll leave it the new. The fuck? No, it's not working. I'll put it back. Sorry if it flickered there. It just decided to go, no. Right, let's leave that the new. Maybe I could fix that offline, who knows. Another string. We want to change you. We will use... I used to use Harmless a lot, but I don't have it anymore because I can't pay for it's money. Money. I used to use it a hell of a lot of my older stuff, not so much now. And sound font as well, sound font player, because I do use a lot of sound fonts. Let's go to Flex again. Right, let's look for something that's more of a lead. Let's try pluck. I don't think this will work for the rest of it, but because if it's a natural string, the pluck will just make it go clunk, 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 which is not what we want. Let's see what these are. See how hard these go. Hey Ty! Cheers Raven for the shout out. Wow, wow, wow. We don't want wow, wow. Is that Link to it's a Link to the Past.
I did.
At least my music didn't sound like Zelda today. It sounded like Metroid though. Oh no. That's not Ganon, is it? Was that a race? Oh, hope no. If that was a race, that must have hurt. No. I don't want a sequence. No. No. Oh no! Why that sound like a noise from Alicia's Dragoon? Oh! We're going Sega here now. Right. Why does he sound so silly? I know, right? I do have my keyboard with me, but it's just not plugged in, so we're just going to play the riff over and over. Because that's what I do. Also, I just play the keyboard, I play a riff over and over and see if it makes it into a song. Other times I just mess about. So, yeah. I don't hate that, but let's see if we can adjust it a bit. I don't like the reverb. Oh, there's a delay as well. Now it just sounds empty. But sometimes if I don't add reverb in that, I put it in the whole song and I just go in and out with it, just give it a bit of atmosphere. But we'll see how we go with that. But for now, let's just get this synth sorted. See if that works. What's this one? No, I know what they are separately. And what's that one's not working. We need to change your strings. So we need to change that. Maybe something. What have we got here? It won't work well with this. Yeah, that's a lead, more of a lead. Couldn't help myself. No. These are well. These are some of these might actually be good for the keyboard bit, the piano's keys, but not for what I'm looking for. Nah, I don't think these will work, but they might work for another thing instead. Just making an ambient track in the fly, why not? Right. Hello, Midday Library. Hello, my old friend. Can I get the right tone right now? No, can't have that. Or that. I don't like the sound of that at all. Or that. Or that. That's a lead. Can't use that. What I'll do is I'll... Oh, there is drums. I was right. Ugh. See what I mean? I already had that earlier. I'll try you. It's subtle, but let's give it a shot. Yeah, we need to change the keys because that just it doesn't sound right anymore. We're not making that kind of song anymore. There, Fruity Loops keys. We want to change you. Go away. That doesn't help me have too many flexes open. What was the one I had earlier? I can't remember now. Shoot. It was here. It was here. There's a few good ones here. No. No. I'll give it a shot. Right. What I'll do is I'll play it over and over. So we can just do that. That sounds awful. I don't like that. No. I want to test something. Let's see how that goes. I don't think I like it, but I don't like it. Doesn't sound as epic now, does it? That's another drum lead to fix. There's 2 drums in the song, and that's the second half. Very whistly, I know. The only way I could do it is either change the octave, but even then it would still sound clunky. So, but my other idea was maybe add some distortion or something, or add 2 in 1, but I'm gonna change it completely. It is subdued, and that's too harsh, and that's too harsh. And that's not good. And that's not good. For a different kind of song, this would be perfect. I like... It's not even a bagpipe, get a grip. I don't want piano though. Or that. What did I just say? No piano. I don't want it too plonky. The fuck is that? Now, I don't hate it, but it is a bit off key. I'll leave it new. I don't know if I like it. Per 18. It's lonely. Let's fix it. Can't think. Flex. Oh, I'm sick. Well done. Just realised the drums are different now. They are quite basic, to be fair. I'll fix them. The fuck? That sounds very industrial, doesn't it? Oh no, the drums are quiet. The mixing is really rough, I know, I know. The more I let me change the Sims in it, I can hear how bad it is. What we'll do is clone that. Turn that down. So I need to fix this, so. Trust the process. It's not hard enough. Oh wait, I did that. What if? Hear me out. Oh, is that a synth I never used? I always have like random riffs I don't use and they're just stuck in the middle of the song. I know time does fly. I'll have to end soon, I'm afraid. Okay. What was that though? This one's different. I think I was trying to do something different there, but it just didn't work. Right, when it reaches 5-2, I will close. I just want to double check a few things. I want to change this, so I don't like it anymore. Let's try that. Maybe if we can like put a filter on it. Maybe. We'll keep it as is just now. I know. Right, unfortunately, that I might have to do this in another stream, but cheers everyone for tuning in. Let's get ourselves ready for the next stop of the train, which is Looty Games Music and another musician. So this will be interesting. I always do this on my phone, the raid thing. It's just easier. So we'll do that now. What I'll do is I will put it back on my chat screen. So yeah, we'll do more of that another time. It was more of a challenge than I thought. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, because it makes my brain think and actually just show you my method of thinking when I do make music. So yeah, you got to see a little sneak peek of that. So hopefully I'll do more in future. I wouldn't mind actually. So let's get this raid set. There you are. Looty Games Music is the next stop of the raid train, and that's what we're gonna do next. So yeah. So today, this was my stream today instead of the usual. Just so something different. And yeah, hopefully you get to stay further in raid train. Hello there. No worries. How do you pronounce your name? It's Kid Pochaclo. If it's okay if I call you Pocho. But no, thank you so much for all that. Yes, I did get it right. Yay, dyslexia. I beat my dyslexia. But no, cheers for tuning in, and cheers everyone for tuning in, and cheers for the whole raid train. And this actually gets me motivated to do music streams. So yeah, everyone, the next stop will be Looty Games Music. Please stay on the train as long as you can. Support artists, support real music, and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for being supportive. I love it. I want to see if I can do more of these in the future. Right, I will see you next time, folks. Let's go to the next stop of the raid train. Bye.